that I think Brian's not here, so he can't hear me say this, which is so good, because he keeps telling me, don't tell people to talk about the services first, because when you say legal services, it freaks people out. And I agree with that to a certain extent. Put in the chat a yes. If you guys are getting pushback when you talk to people about, hey, have you ever thought about having legal services when you're just talking about the membership? Are you getting pushback? Are you getting objections? Oh, I have a lawyer. My brother's a lawyer. I don't do anything wrong. I don't need a lawyer, all that stuff. I want to tell you that, and I talked about this on a couple of fireside chats ago, your objections are coming from you. And I'm going to tell you that the vast majority of people that I talk to in this business are not using Legal Shield correctly. You personally are not utilizing the service. So I want to tell you what we did this week in just our family. So we have a family plan. We have a premier plan because we wanted a trust. And my other business has a business plan. And so that costs me $149 a month. This week, we had our wills done. We got our trust started. We got both of our power of attorneys done. I did a homeschool consult because we homeschool our kids, and I wanted to make sure that we were following all the correct laws in the state. I had a demand letter written for $58. It was so funny. It makes me so happy. I'm going to carry that demand letter around with me everywhere because Jump Arizona, or whatever it's called, Urban Air, I don't know, we're going there at 1 o'clock today after we wrote them into the demand letter, because they tried to screw us out of $58. And you know what? I don't need $58, guys. I made up close to $250,000 in the past 2 months here. So $58 seems nominal to me. But you know who it's not nominal for? It's not nominal for the next family, the mom who's struggling and just wants her daughter to have a nice birthday party, and they screw them out of $58. So maybe me using Legal Shield will stop them from doing that to other people. Anyway, we had custody consults. You know, if you have custody issues with your kids, and I know you probably have a lawyer on retainer, we do. Every time we email our lawyer, it's $200. We stopped emailing that dude, and we started calling Legal Shield and getting advice that we need, but we don't need to pay $200 for it. I started the trademark on my other business. I started a copyright on my other business, and I asked ChatGPT this morning, how much would all of this have cost me if I had hired a lawyer in the United States? You guys want to know the answer? $5,400 to $16,500, depending on the lawyers that I chose. That's what